On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 52, recorded live on September 12th, 2015. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
Yeah, wherever he is, I'm there.
No, you can find him on Twitter, PH1L13. Yeah. He's there. He tweets. Go check him out. I'll put his link down below. What are you working on over there, Dad?
I was going to put up a new sign, but forget it.
Okay. Well, he was writing help me and holding it up on stream, so that's a thing. So if you guys don't know who this is my dad. He's back for another episode. Yeah. Because everyone, for some reason, really liked him. I don't know. People really liked him.
Well, they like you, so that's a big question.
Yeah, well,
right. You're telling me that you're so successful at this. You know, if I would have woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I would be less surprised. You're like amazing. I mean, I'm glad we moved you into the bigger room because it could support your head and everything.
Okay, all right. Now, we have to be careful here because my dad obviously will say whatever he wants. We should just, okay, quick announcement before we get into setups. IKEA, we want a promo code. Go watch my latest video, Dear IKEA. We're trying, are you clapping? Why are you clapping?
Because I'm happy.
Is that what you do when you're happy? You're just like, yeah, clap, yeah. So go check out that video. Click the link in the description to tweet it out right now. Let's get IKEA to know who we are and work with us and, you know, do stuff. So let's see what happens with that. And also, I'm doing a giveaway. This is not one of the LG special editions. That's going to be the next episode on Wednesday. So make sure you're there for that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the LG monitor giveaway. Also on my channel, chance to win 10K, 35 chances to win the monitors that I have, and much more. So without further ado, Dad, let's just talk setups.
Let's do it.
Okay, first setup of the day submitted by Guillaume. I think. Is that how you would say it?
I just call him G.
G. So you just really just give up altogether? Just G.
I'm lazy.
Yeah.
G.
Okay, well, G is how old do you think?
27.
27? Mm-hmm. What makes you think that?
The flowers.
What are you trying to say about people that like flowers?
I don't know. This is the first setup I've ever seen with, ragweeds and stuff on.
Okay, well, he's 20 years old. So,
okay, that's close.
Yeah, well, 7 years apart is actually pretty far, but...
Yeah, but he's not a teenager, and he's not a child.
True.
He's an adult.
Okay, so, he's 20 years old, and let's see, he wrote, one of the longest descriptions I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe he should have taken less time and worked on his wire management.
Well, no, I think he literally all he did was like copy and paste like the system info and call it a day.
Okay.
So it's like all this stuff like adapters and stuff I don't need to know. But anyways, yeah. Speaking of cable management, what do you think about behind the displays? It's beautiful, right?
I really think he just unpacked and just dropped everything behind and turned everything on, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
I don't have words for that. But,
I just love that he kept underneath like pretty neat. So like at a quick glance, it's like, oh wow, that's no, never mind. Zoom in. What the hell is going on back there? It's awful, absolutely awful.
And you don't even need a Signum to fix this. Just need a couple tie wraps.
Yeah.
Or black vinyl tape. Yeah,
but right now we're trying to get a IKEA sponsorship for a promo code. So yeah, IKEA, we need a signal.
Yeah, this would be a nice setup too. I like the desk. I like how it's all. I like the monitors are nice.
It's a U, and I love the left side. I don't know why he's not really I get the placement of the monitors at that part of the desk, but he's got that really nice like leather pad on the left side.
Oh yeah, it's really nice.
Like that's executive. That's a big ass desk, like huge.
It's probably a big room too.
Yeah, and he just doesn't utilize it to its full potential, which is pretty upsetting. And what do you think, and this is kind of like a little off topic, but what do you think about that headphone just like all the way super high up on the wall lonely?
Maybe it's to prevent people that are short from taking them off the wall. I don't know. It's like, you know what? There's a blank spot on the wall. Let me throw this headset right there.
Yeah. it's just weird. I think that there could be better use of that spot in specific. And I think the right side, I can't really see what's going on, but it looks like he has product boxes and.
I don't mind that.
You don't mind that? Well, that's
okay. What I think is cool is he's doing the mummy thing with I think that's a mirror. Is that a mirror? That's above the monitor, and he's in the next picture. He reflects the LED lights off the mirror up on.
Oh yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that looks dope. I like the at night shot. Looks great, but with all those cables behind the display, it just kills that whole illusion. So
exactly.
So you should definitely fix that. And the other thing is like the speaker placement. Because of the way things are set up with your monitors, your speakers aren't really ideal. And I think what you need to do to fix this is, well, mainly it's your rotation of the displays is it's so rotated that it's like you can't actually fit speakers unless they're under the left and middle display, like over there.
Yeah, but you can put the speakers behind the monitors. It doesn't matter if this looks like it probably has a subwoofer. The whole premise was that when Bose designed that originally. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying these speaks to Bose. I'm saying Bose designed the satellite systems. It's to hide the speakers so you don't see them. So you hear the sound, you don't know where it's coming from. So you can push those back unless you want the people behind you to hear the sound because they're too close to the seat. I don't really care for that. But I mean, he's got such potential here. It's like this could be. And the phone is turned the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, is this like a multi-use desk? Like. You know what I mean? Like, is someone on that opposite side that's going to like grab the phone? Like, it's a big desk, and I don't understand what he's going to do with the rest of it. It's just weird.
Well, if he's he's 20 years old, so he could have his own business. He could, be doing homework there. I mean, I like to have a nice working space on top of having where my computers are. So I like that. I mean, it's just that, he needs a little bit of help with.
Stop banging on the desk.
I'm sorry.
I tell him specifically, don't bang on the desk, and he's like. Yeah, I'm good, dude. You good? You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm parenting my dad.
I'm going home.
But in all seriousness, to wrap up on this setup, I don't even think that it needs like posters or anything like that. Like, I would get rid of the headphones there, maybe move it lower or something like that, and then maybe put like some family pictures or something, because that's kind of like the feel I get from this. It's like an office, but I love that wall color. I love it against like the desk, and I love. Even though I don't know what that is on the left side. What was that flower thing you were saying?
It's like grandmother used to have those in the house. It's
exactly.
Like a ragweed type. It's nice looking. It
fits this. It does.
It fits. It's like a desert motif.
Sure. Yeah. It works here, and I just want you to really make it all come together, and that's all I have to say. You want to go on to the next setup?
Well, one last thing. Couldn't he just put a command strip on the cabinet on the right hand side and hang his headset over there, so it's like reachable from sitting down as opposed to climbing on the desk or something?
There's so many different things he could have done, but obviously he didn't do it. So
all right. Next guy. I mean, this guy potential's there. Just got to clean it up.
Yeah. All right. Next setup is submitted by, let's see. Okay. James. And James, let's see. James, come on, bro. He didn't give us his age. But I'm going to make the assumption by the placement of his PC that he's not too old, because I don't know about you, Dad, but are you like, I know it's only hanging off by just a little, but doesn't that drive you crazy?
He likes to live on the edge, I guess. And good thing is his cable management is so tight, where the wires are so tight. That's probably what's holding the PC case on the.
Yeah. Yeah, like if he forgets about something, unplugs it, and I was like, oh, shit.
Now, one quick thing is, what's the cat litter doing in there?
Well,
the bucket, is that in case the computer goes on fire, he could dump the cat litter on top?
I honestly, I can't speak for him on that, but it would not surprise me.
Otherwise, I mean, it's cool. He's definitely into targets, so maybe he's an assassin, or he's got some type of, some type of willingness to kill people or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how the monitors are sideways. I do like that.
I in this setup, I absolutely love the monitor arrangement.
It fits perfect. It fits perfectly. And it looks like he put some black vinyl tape, which I'm a huge fan of, on the wire on the floor, though. I don't tape things to the floor with black vinyl tape. I use that just to keep the wires together. But that's what it looks like on the floor. You see down below, Matthew, all the way. Mm-hmm. the bottom.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree.
There's other ways to tack that down or whatnot. But, I mean, for the limited amount of room he has, I think he did a great job. I do like it a lot. I think you got to push that computer back a little bit. I mean, that is making me nervous.
I don't understand. It looks like he has the room to push it back. What's holding him back?
I think he's probably trying to show off the coloring on the
inside.
The LEDs on the inside. Yeah. I mean, and it's nice if it slides out for you to work behind it to like add a new cable or something. But like to leave it out there all the time is just asking for something to happen.
Yeah, and I think like overall the setup is actually pretty clean. I like everything he has in the little shelf. As long as you're not using the compressed air to get high, I totally approve of how clean that shelf is. So please just don't use it to get high, right?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I didn't beat him up too bad on his rating and stuff. I gave him pretty good scores across the board. It's just that, like I've said in the last episode, it's not about the type of equipment you have. It's like how you display it, how you make. You can see he tie wraps stuff. I mean, I like that. So I gave him a halfway decent score on his cable maintenance because underneath on the left hand side he's got them, and he has them wrapped in a nice donut shape. So it's the right way to do it. No, it is the right way to do it.
Yeah, just stop hitting the desk. You keep like
well, it's a piece of crap microphone.
Well, I don't know. Tape your hands behind your back.
Can you hear me now?
Sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. Just
Wait,
just
shut up. Can you hear me now?
Just stop hitting the desk.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Obviously, stop it. Damn it. Stop with the hitting of the desk.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Ethan, I believe. Yeah, Evan. My bad. How old do you think Evan is? And I know, guys, how old do you think he is?
12.
He's 15. So you just hurt his feelings.
Sorry, Evan. Sorry.
He's from Nova Scotia, Canada, and like everyone else, he actually bought everything in this setup by himself. And for once, I actually believe it.
And he's a candidate for LG monitor. He's definitely a candidate.
Oh yeah. So I believe him here because he's like, I put everything I have towards this, blah, blah, blah. But he also loves dirt biking. So he said a lot of his money goes there. So we need to keep that in mind. Not everyone has a kajabillion dollars like me. So this is like a very legitimate setup. So what do you have to say about this?
About Evan? Well, I'll tell you this much. His cable management is not as bad as everybody probably thinks it is. First of all, the wires are together for the most part, and they're not nested or knotted or look like crap. They're hanging down. A couple tie wraps or some Velcro tape or something like that. Tie them together to bring them together. He can push it off to the side. I don't like the computer there. Mm-hmm. That's a big no-no. And I've said this in past episodes, and people have asked in the comments, why do I say no computer tower on the ground, especially on carpet? It's not, dust is part of it, but static electricity. I mean, these carpets build up so much static. You don't put electronic devices right on top of the carpet. It's terrible. He should clean off the left side a little bit, bring the computer up over there. He could definitely hide his... he might be able to fit it there. I can't measure it out, but if he moved it over there, you could definitely clean this up. He's just got a lot of clutter action going on. If he brought it all together, and this would be a nice little setup. Remember, real estate under the desk is most important. And he's taken up a lot of that real estate with the PC there. Put it up on the desk. Move it somewhere else. Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree, because at the end of the day, usability, that's one of the categories. It's not very usable when you have your right leg brushed up against the side of your PC and taking up some of your actual space to be relaxed. So that's not an ideal place. Putting it on the desk on the left side, like that would work. There's a lot of different options, especially with the way that your desk is made. There's a specific spot for you to sit. And if you take that up with your computer, you're taking up valuable real estate, like you said. So that's why maybe put that up on the desk. You could come up with a solution. But my real question to you, Dad, because this is probably what everyone is looking at. What do you think about all the knickknacks on top, on the shelves and things like that? What do you think about it?
I have no problem with it because that's who he is. I mean, people have to understand, not everybody has a separate room that they can have their setup in or a separate part. I mean, this is obviously his bedroom, and, he's got to put this stuff somewhere, and he's got a nice little area where he's hanging out. Maybe when he's looking at his computer, he likes to look up and admire the stuff that he's got on his shelves. I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, it could be neatened up a little bit. I mean, like the middle cubby hole, you got some stuff there that you probably don't need to have displayed, but for the most part, like the Jeep truck on the one above it and the stuff that he's got on the top shelf, if that's what he's into, that's his theme. I mean, his theme is about who he is. This is who he is. I mean, I don't really think it's that bad. I know everybody's probably hating that, but I like the fact that he's got his nameplate there, Evan, so he doesn't forget who he is. Like he'd be, oh, what's my name? Oh, stand up to see my name. Okay, but otherwise, I don't think it's that bad. Now, if we're talking, he had like dual, triple monitors and like he's going crazy, and then you have all this clutter. Then it's one thing, but he's obviously not 100% into like computers because you said he works with dirt bikes and stuff. Yeah. So this is just gotta clean this up. I mean, spend a half hour with them, we could probably straighten this all up and it'll look dynamite.
Well, dynamite. You know what, people, if anyone's going to hate on what you have to say, it's because they hate the truth. Because at the end of the day, personality is personal. Yeah. So if you don't like it, it's okay because it's their setup.
Well, he's got to live. He's got to look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, so if he's happy with it, that's fine. It's just the clutter is what makes it. I mean, this is him. I mean, a lava lamp. 15 years old with a lava lamp. I mean, all right, whatever. The other stuff, the hats, I don't have a problem with any of that. Yeah. I really don't.
So, just spitting the truth. That's my dad, yo.
Yo.
Okay, you want to go to the next setup?
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, we're going to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Kenton, and Kenton is how old?
19.
Nope, 26. Nice try.
26, okay.
Yeah, so he's 26 years old, and we actually have 4 photos from him. Normally, I don't let people do that many photos because it's just like overkill, but they all kind of paint the picture. So we have this close-up shot, we have the side shot where you could really kind of see the room that he's working with, and then I hate portrait photos. I never let them on, but if I didn't include the portrait photo, my dad wouldn't see that there is some personality above the display. And then behind, here's another portrait photo. I hate doing portrait photos, but if I didn't see this, I would think he had no personality in his setup at all. That's directly behind him. So, yeah. Okay. So, taking a look at the setup, Dad, what do you have to say?
I like it a lot. I like the simplicity of it.
Okay.
I really would like to see where the wires are going. I mean, I'm a stickler with that. I can't give somebody a perfect score because I don't see wires. Again, he had them shoved behind this drawer set right here. I like to see the wires and what you do with them, and that's evident. And you'll see further down, you'll see somebody that did a nice job, and you can see the wires, but they tie wrapped them. They did a nice job with it. We're gonna have to deduct points because he's a Dolphin fan. I mean, I like the desk. It's very interesting. I mean, the one side with the special wrought iron type of stand, and then the drawers on the other side. It's nice. It's a great. I mean, this is like picture perfect. This looks like it comes right out of the IKEA catalog.
Yeah, like a magazine or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really, really nice. I mean, 26 years old. He could afford to buy some nice stuff, and he did. He did a really nice job with this.
Yeah. For me, like, I look at it. And originally I saw this photo and I saw the first photo and I was like, it's nice, but it's like, for me, it's just lacking a little bit of like other than that pop vinyl for Dolphins, it's like this could be anybody's setup. And that's one of my complaints. And I get it. Simplicity is a option for personality and theme. And I get that if that's what you want to go with. But for me, I like making my setup mine. And, even in the faraway shot with the 2 things above, like that kind of paints the picture a little bit more. Yeah, it's not really personal per se, but it has that, like, it really nails simplicity on the head. Like my dad said, it looks like it's straight out of the magazine. But what I don't like is in the next photo, all of the personality right there, it doesn't match the rest of the room. Do you agree with me? Like, I love both, but I don't think that they go together.
I do agree with you because, I mean, I love the fact that it's musical and it's got the amp and all that. But You know, it would have been nice to incorporate that with some of his setup, so you can kind of like tie it together. Because some people are going to, have a problem with, one side. How can you tell it's both part of the setup? But it is, because most people. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of like similar to what I had. Remember Matthew downstairs?
Yeah.
I had the guitars hanging up on the wall behind me. I had, you can't fit everything. You don't want to clutter everything, put everything in one spot. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Some of this stuff on the other side would have been nice too.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense that the picture I'm showing right now, the portrait far away of his desk, it's like so simplistic, modern. It's got like, the nice hung up pictures of cities and whatever. And it's just very like plain and straight to the point. But then the next one's like kabam, all the colors, all the music. I mean, I love this photo way more than I love the other. And I would have loved for the color and the posters of musical stuff to go through the whole setup. And someone said, what if he's bipolar and that's his theme? If he's bipolar, he nailed it on the head, because it's literally like one to the other. It just...
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like... Let me switch back to the other picture for a second.
Mm-hmm.
They're two different walls. It almost doesn't seem like they're in the same room, but...
Yeah, and
you know what? They're not. I don't think they are. Hold on.
Well, he told me they're in the same exact room.
Okay, they are. All right.
Because if you look at where the desk is, it's kind of like cinder blockish, the walls.
Yeah.
And then the other one is like not. But he told me it is the same. And I see like the chair on the left side.
Yep, I see it now.
And I'm like, maybe, but that's just weird. It's like half and half. I don't know. Let's not talk about that too much. But final thoughts on this setup. Do you agree that maybe spread your music love all over?
I agree that would help you. It helps some people. Me personally, I think it's perfect the way it is.
Yeah.
That's me personally. Mm-hmm. But because some people might be like, well, this is my work. This is where I'm working and stuff. I might do some recording, but this is my guitar. And it's all part of the setup because it looks like it's all in the same room.
Yeah.
I can't beat them up as much as you can. I mean, yeah. I think it's good.
I am nitpicking because the actual setup is like perfect.
Oh, yeah.
But, and I get it. People are saying contrast, blah, blah, blah. I get that. Party in the front, party in the back. Yeah. But what I am saying is I love the colorful side with all his personality and stuff so much that if he incorporated that more on the other side, it would be dope. But nonetheless, if he had a webcam and did a show like I did, his background would be really, really cool for a video. So I think it's cool. Overall, awesome setup. I'm nitpicking. It's a great setup. But let's go on to the next one. This is different, very different. Submitted by Max. We actually have like so many different Maxes that submitted. I don't know on this episode. I think there's like 2. Anyways, Max is how old?
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
It's 23.
Okay. Wow. I mean, I should have known better. He's got a Bose docking station to the right. I should have known a little more, but
yeah, it's all good. What do you have to say about the setup?
I don't see any wires, so I don't know what he did with them. They could just be this is the type of desk.
Dad, you have to look at the desk. You can't see behind the desk anyway because there's all the wood covering it. So
okay,
they're back there. There's nothing he could do about that.
Okay, but it's okay. I mean, it's.
You seem like a little heartbroken. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's all right. It's your show. Do what you want. I don't know. If we're going to talk about plain, it's very, very plain. I do think he's a candidate. He would do nicely with an LG monitor.
You're like really trying to sell that.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, if they got the opportunity to try to win one, I mean, this is a candidate. He's got 3 different monitors here. I mean,
But that's not what this is, so let's stop talking about that.
All right. I think you should raise the window a little bit.
Yeah, because he can do that.
No. I mean, honestly, pull the computer away from the sheets, the drapes, because they're basically crushing the drapes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, why are you pushing it so far back? Why is the computer... I mean, when I have a computer on the desk, I want it facing me, so if I have to put anything in the front... I mean, I don't know if that's got a disk drive or
Well, you're thinking about it differently, because in this day and age, people want to show the internals. They don't care about usability and that. They just like, yeah, check out what I'm racking up in here. You know, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But that really sucks for him, his window, because that is like, it's like terrible. It is like, maybe it's the curtains that make it worse than it really is. Because they're hideous. I hate those curtains.
Well, maybe because they're lower than they probably should be. I don't know. I don't see the windows, but I know there's a window there.
Well, you can see like the light glowing up above the curtain. Is it really supposed to be like that?
Well,
it's because he has it too low.
Well, depending on where he lives, it's probably very bright there. I mean, look how much light is trying to come.
Well, he should try to get like a different, whether it's curtain or like blinds or something.
Well, blackout curtains would be nice.
Yeah, because it would look so weird because it's like such a weird, unless he has really high ceilings. We could take that into the picture because it looks really high.
I had a hard time with this one.
Unless it's like a setup for ants. It's like I don't know, it just looks weird.
It has to be at least 3 times bigger. You know what? I think it's too much desk. I mean, he's got too much desk going. I think that's what's bothering me.
I don't really even like the desk. Like, I like the shape of it, but it just looks weird.
I mean, if it's cool if he had like, more stuff going on the desk, but it's kind of like just there. I mean, there's nothing really to it. Is that an antenna to the left?
No, it's a light.
That's a light?
Yeah, it's like a lamp.
But yeah, that would go.
Well, because it makes sense. Like on that side, maybe he does his homework right there, and then he turns that light on, and he could like see that side of the desk. I don't know, but regardless, I think that's something we see a lot. Actually, we have people that have desks that are not big enough at all, and then we have people that have way too much desk that it actually kills it, because what happens is it looks like they have nothing.
Yeah, here's a problem too. Look at his keyboard. And I'm guessing something else. See how tight those wires are?
Yeah. Because he's running it to his computer, which is so far away.
Bring the computer in a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it a little closer. I mean, I don't know. It's I'm not picking on any of his equipment or anything. I applaud everybody that works with what they have.
Yeah.
It's just being smart about how you set it up for it to work. And you got a lot of real estate here to work with, and I don't know if you're using it the best way you could. This would be challenging even for me to figure something out with it. I'd probably go out and buy more equipment to put on the desk. Then mother would get rid of me, but
I like the map. I just think that
I do too. I like that map.
It's like a little too close to that wall. Like I would center it out a little bit more. But I would go with that. If you're gonna go with like that sort of like Indiana Jones kind of like feel, you got to bring it throughout the whole setup, not just one little portion. Like those curtains just kind of kill everything you were going for with that map. So
I agree with you.
And I think the desk really does it's just there's nothing. There's no life to the desk. I know it's a desk, but we're nitpicking here, and I have to say like that desk is just so boring, and it's like hideous almost. But all right, I'm not gonna keep hurting his feelings.
No, I don't think it's a bad desk. I just think it's too much desk for what it's doing.
Yeah. All right, you ready to go to the next one?
I'm ready.
Next setup is submitted by Nathan. And Nathan, let's see. I got like 30,000 emails from him. Let me try to find some. Okay, how old do you think he is?
18.
Yep, 18.
Way, I got one right.
He's 18 from England. And he's heavily influenced by the YouTube, my YouTube page, and Setup Addicts. If you guys aren't a part of Setup Addicts, go setupaddicts.com. It's where it's at. So in the near future, he plans on upgrading to a K70 keyboard, the one I have, and the M65, and the extended mouse mat. Wait, isn't that what he has? No. Oh, no. He has an extended mouse mat, but he... Okay, why do you want to replace your mouse pad? I like yours. Unless he got that later on. I don't know. Anyways, with this in mind, we have 2 pictures from him. Almost died there. What do you have to say about this setup?
I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. Perfect example of nice wire management. You can see it going down the right hand side, going to a subwoofer. Again, he's working off of a laptop, so you're not going to have as many wires. But basically, you can see he's definitely Velcroed it or did something with it. I can't really tell. I think it's a very neat setup. I like it a lot. I think Again, I can't see what happens underneath the desk because of the angle that he took the picture at. You know, everything could be draped down a little bit underneath the desk, but he went as far as tie wrapping or wrapping up these cables going up. So I'm going to assume that
he has an IKEA Signum. I didn't include the photo.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
that would have helped me, Jack.
Well, Dad, I don't include like 30,000 photos. All right, Jesus.
Well, you could have just sent me the one. Well, you've been pushing the Sigmund the whole time.
I know, but you know what? I did this at like 3 a.m. So you know what? It is what it is.
Well, here we go. So this is the other thing. He could take that wire that's going to the subwoofer if he had enough room and kind of tuck it to the leg so it kind of disappears. Mm-hmm. But I think he did a great job. I really like the setup.
That's actually exactly what I was going to say. So thanks for taking my critique, Dad.
No problem. You probably read my notes before. But,
no, I didn't. That's the first thing I wanted to say, because if you look at the first photo submitted by him and you just look at it, you're like, wait a second. Why not just blend it in with the black leg? And then it's like it never happened, you know?
Now, this would be nice for a monitor upgrade.
Yeah, all right. Dad, what the hell are you doing? Okay. Anyways, my complaint with this setup is I love how he displays the games and the controllers. It's very cool. I like that simplistic, but it's insight to kind of show it off. But I would like to see a little bit more happen on the left side. We can't see too much of the left side, but I want to know what else do you do there? Do you do homework there? I just kind of want to see a little bit more on that side. It just looks, I hate when it's super empty. That's why my left side has, you know, my YouTube plaque, my headphone stand, my mixer. You know, I try to keep it not busy, but just occupied. And honestly, I don't know what you have above, but I would like to see something there as well. I would love to see a far away shot, like super far back, all the way in the corner of your room, to see what that part looks like. Some shelves to display more pop vinyls, things like that. I would like that. Just a little bit more to it. It's just a little too bare for me, but it's a great setup without a doubt. So
I like it.
You like it?
I do like it.
Yeah, no, it's very simple, straight to the point. Definitely a plus. Anything else you want to say about it?
Well, it's hard to give him any tips to make it better when it's basically he's maxed out the potential of the setup the way it is with a regular laptop and everything. But yeah. I definitely think it's got, you know, he could grow. He could put a PC in there or you know, something along those lines. But yeah, I think it's great. He did a very nice job.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by Max, another Max. See, I told you there's a lot of Maxes. So this is actually surprisingly, like at first glance, you might be like, oh, it's not even that cool. But then when you actually look at it, this is one of my favorite setups of this episode. How old do you think Max is?
20.
20. He's 16. See, I like that.
Wow,
he's for 16, very clean, very straight to the point. I like it. He's also from New York. What's up? East Coast represent. And let's see. And over the last year and a half, I've been using your show to improve my setup to its final form. He purchased LEDs, and he plans to use them when he finds the best way to hook them up. And he spent a lot of time on his cable management, and he likes his black and green color combination. And let me just say, dude, I love this setup because if you look, his monitors are not Vesta compatible. And Dad, I know you're probably happy because he ghetto rigged it. I'm pretty sure they sell these online, but still he went with it of removing the base and ghetto rigging them to be mounted on a triple monitor mount. What do you think about that?
I think it's a really ingenious way to do it. I like it. I love this. Is the reason why this is probably one of my favorite setups that I've seen since the 2 episodes that I've done with you. It's because you could tell that he took whatever he had and he did it to the best of his ability, and it looks phenomenal. There's nothing here. I mean, like when you have to come up with your own solution to mount your monitors. That's pimping your setup. That's coming up with a solution to a problem that you have. I mean, I think that's awesome. There's 2 things about the whole thing I don't like. Okay? And one is the sneakers. You need like air fresheners or something up there.
Come on, Dad.
And then there's
you can't actually be serious about that though, right?
Oh, I'm dead serious.
You're all about personality, and then this guy has custom colored painted shoes, and you're like, bro.
I said he should have air fresheners in it. Do you want to sit there and smell his sneakers?
Obviously, they're not like. Okay, you can't. Okay, I know you're just
and
busting balls.
also to the right, the papers that he has hanging on the corkboard, one of them's crooked. So I would never have submitted the paper. I would have never submitted this like that.
Okay, now I'm gonna sound stupid for a couple of minutes, but I need you to tell me something. Those things on the walls, are those to hang shelves and things like that? Like, what's the main purpose? Are they there by choice or were they there originally?
Survey says yes, to hang shelving on the wall.
Okay, that's what I thought. But they're hideous, especially if
no,
you're
they're not.
using it.
No, they're not. That's what gives the room character. That's what gives the setup character. He took what he had and he worked with it.
Okay, but they look hideous. Like, if you're not using them.
I don't know if this is his bedroom or if this is downstairs.
I like the right side, but the left side, since there's nothing there, it's just like two random things on the wall.
But he can put shelves up now if he wants.
Well, he should.
Well, maybe he was in the process of doing that. I like that.
Well, this is his final form, so you know what?
No, there's no such thing as your final form. You're always improving it. Matthew said his final form was when he was back in the corner of his bedroom. Now he's got the whole room by himself, and he keeps expanding and expanding.
And now I want the shed. You know.
Now you want the shed. So it's never your final. All right, it's never your final form.
Well, anyways, I love the underglow on that case. I think, is that the NZXT case, guys? Oh, actually, yep, it's right there. The Razor edition. That's dope. I love that. How dope does that underglow work?
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so once he adds the LEDs behind the desk, that's going to look even better. I love underneath, he's got his like footrest, and you don't see any of the cables, and it's really nice. Now, you might disagree. I'm not a big fan of the light in the place that it is. I understand the purpose, but it looks hideous with just like all the way across the shelf, and you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, because I think it looks great there. That's where
it covers the whole shelf.
It does. It folds back, Matthew. It's a foldable.
I get that, but it's just, I would rather have an overhead light or something like that. You know what I mean? No, you don't know what I mean.
Well, maybe he was waiting for an electrician to show up.
Yeah, maybe, Dad. Huh.
And so will you be.
Yep, I guess so. But I love the headphone stand. I love the chair. I love everything. Just seems to be super nice. I don't know if he took the keyboard off the mouse pad just because.
He's showing it off.
Yeah,
with
like the
graphic.
Yeah, but hopefully he keeps that actually on the mouse pad. I don't know. Anyways. Let's go on to the next setup because I don't like you. Next setup is submitted by Toby, and this is actually going to be the final setup for today. I normally do 12, but like I said, we're clearing out the queue. So these are most of them are fast passes. So here we go. Toby has been watching the show since the first season, all the way back like 2 years ago. So he's been around for a long time, and I know he's been working on this setup for quite a while. And actually, funny backstory, this whole room used to be like bright green, and literally it was crazy. It was all bright green and just, it was hideous. I'm not gonna lie, Toby, it was pretty bad. And he just had so much shit on the desk, and it was just overwhelming. And from watching the show and all that, look at that. That's what he's got now. So Dad, what do you have to say about this setup?
I like it a lot. It's really, it looks like he's got your type of desk too.
Yeah, it's IKEA. Yep. I like the glossiness. I can't wait to redo my setup because I want the white. I want white everything now, like white furniture.
Really?
It looks.
You're serious?
Okay, you know
Time
what?
out for a second. Time out for a second. You're telling me now? We just did this setup to you. What? 2-3 couple months ago?
Yeah, but I'm saying when we move like down the road. I'm not talking about right now, bro.
Yeah, bro. And you definitely are talking right. You float the balloon out there to see if I'll grab the balloon and run with it. That's what you do.
Okay, all right. You know what? Let's keep going. So what do you have to say about Toby's setup?
I like the monitor stand.
How about those thin bezels on those monitors?
Yeah, those are pretty thin. It's like
those
my hair. Like
those
my
are not
hair.
fatter than your mom. You see what I'm saying?
No, but they're as thin as my hair. So.
Okay.
I like the case holding all the games on the side, the shelving. That's nice.
Uh-huh.
I still don't understand why you youngsters
Sure.
collect the boxes and put them on the desk.
I don't. That's one thing I was gonna say. I don't like that because that's the K70 RGB box, which is pretty big, and I don't like it there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm glad that he has it and he's proud of it. But no, you know what? You got put a shelf up. Put a shelf up above your monitors. Then put the boxes up there.
Well,
like
that's actually one thing that I was about to mention. He wrote in his email that he likes to keep the personality aspect of his setup just to the left on the shelves, and he finds it easier to keep a tidy, minimalistic working space, by doing so. He said he's been thinking about getting a nice canvas to put above his monitors to reinforce his personality even further, and I totally agree, dude. If you don't,
a fathead would be nice there.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you,
Not
how
yours,
how
though. I got him. No, but don't you agree though? Like, when I look at it, what?
No, I'm just saying.
When I look at this, it looks unfinished. Because literally and I'll show you, it's kind of a low quality picture. The left side, we have the shelves, and actually he has a swashin coaster that he won a long time back. But I love like Spider-Man just chilling on the side. Like I love the shelves, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like he really, like the shelves, that's perfect. I like that. But why don't you finish it up, man? Like I just feel like you haven't finished your setup and you're waiting to decide what to put above. So I'm going to tell you right now what you should put above your monitors. You ready for this, Dad?
Go ahead, Matthew. You're going to surprise me, I'm sure.
You should get a picture of me put up above your monitors.
If you combine the picture of you with the setup from a couple setups ago where the targets are on it, and then put a target over, and then he can throw darts at it.
Yeah, there you go.
But why doesn't he do this? Why doesn't he just like take it all in? First of all, fix the wire management on the bottom, tie wrap that, or they have white tie wraps, or tuck those wires away that are down below. You can see it right by the computer. I like the computer case. I don't know what kind that is. It's alpha, beta, 1, 2, 3, or whatever the hell you guys talk about.
Well, he's saying that he said in his email that like one of the cables is like too short, but the one that I think you're referring to, that black one that's just like hanging, like right up against the bar, right?
Yeah, tuck it.
Yeah,
just do something with it. Mm-hmm. You know, I like the monitors, the speakers. Those are awesome.
Yeah, yep.
I think it's a great setup. It's you said he was on before. How old did you say he was? Oh, you didn't say.
18.
He's 18.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one that I got right.
No, I didn't make you guess his age.
Why not?
Because I forgot.
Hold on.
Jesus.
I'm gonna write this down because we're gonna have you're gonna have your performance review tonight. I'm gonna be going over this stuff with you. All the mistakes you made.
Okay. All right.
All right. So no, basically, I like it. I think it's a great setup. He does need something up top. We get those boxes off your desk. I understand that that's your flare corner or whatever, but you know what? It's your setup. Your whole setup should be, you. Don't worry about having the flare to the left or the flare to the right.
Seriously, a big canvas would look great. I don't even think posters would look great. I don't even think shelves. I think if you put more shelves above, then you're overdoing the whole shelf thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has the rack to the right. He's got the shelves on the left side. That is your place to get some big ass canvas of your favorite thing in the world, whether it's Spider-Man or it's a place to visit or it's a piece of art that you did or Justin Mal or whatever. I don't know. Just put something and just plaster it up on that wall. Make it super high quality. Save up for it. It's going to look great.
Put an infinity mirror up there.
Infinity mirror?
Yeah, that's where you have it where the lights are and the lights look like they're going inside the mirror forever.
Oh.
Whatever. Okay. It's a 1970s thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
All right. I think it's good, though. I like it.
All right, so let's do the part of the show where we go over the... What do you want to say, Dad?
I was going to say, I'm still torn because when I originally did the scoring, the two guys came out tied.
Oh, I just updated the score, actually, during the show.
You changed my scoring?
No, my score.
What? Bullshit.
No, because when I was looking at it during the show, I realized something during the show that I looked at it the wrong way, so I updated accordingly. Okay? Do you have something else you want to say, Dad?
We'll talk afterwards.
Okay. All right. You ready? Let's go to the part of the show where we go over the scores first. Setup. Let's see. Okay. G walked away with a 50. James walked away with a 66. Evan walked away with a 50. Kenton walked away with an 85 in second place. Max, number 1, walked away with a 55. Nathan walked away with a 75. Max walked away with first place, 87. And Toby walked away with
what? Hold on.
81.
You totally screwed all those up. You said Max like 3 times.
Oh, Max, number 2, walked away with 87. I showed the pictures on screen, Dad.
Well, I don't see the screen.
Okay, well, you're not everyone else, so it's all good.
So who won this?
Max, number 2.
Is that the one from New York?
Yes, that's Max. Starts with the Z.
You know, I'm gonna protest. I'll file a formal protest later.
Who do you think should have won?
I think Kenton should have won, but you know that's because I was torn between Max number 2 and Kenton. Those were the two I was.
Well, they're both in first and second place.
But
so.
Here's the problem.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, and here's the other thing too. You know, you're telling me 16. I'm going based on what I'm seeing here. Look under Max number 2's desk to the right underneath there. There's books or something. Looks like a shelf there. It's not very neat. That was the deciding factor for me. Believe it or not, between the two.
Oh my God. Okay. Yep. Well, this episode's over anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I'm over. I'm done.
All right. So, guys, thanks so much for watching this episode number 52. We're going to live on September 12th, 2015. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. You can find my dad on Twitter, PH1L13. It's going to be linked down below. Bada bing. What?
P4.
Oh, is it P41L13?
That's why nobody follows me, damn it.
Well, this link's going to be down below. Thanks so much for watching this episode. And don't forget, I'm Matt Philly and you're not. See, I never did that on Pimp My Setup, but I just did it. Okay. All right. Catch you on the flippity flop.
Peace.